Continuing in Italian, Pope Leo says, "Brothers and sisters, I welcome you, representatives of the media from around the world. Thank you for the work you have done and continue to do in these days, which is truly a time of grace for the Church." In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus proclaimed, "Blessed are the peacemakers." This is a beatitude that challenges all of us, but it is particularly relevant to you, calling each one of you to strive for a different kind of communication, one that does not seek consensus at all costs, does not use aggressive words, does not follow the culture of competition, and never separates the search for truth from the love with which we must humbly seek it. Peace begins with each one of us, in the way we look at others, listen to others, and speak about others. In this sense, the way we communicate is of fundamental importance. We must say no to the war of words and images. We must reject the paradigm of war.
Permettetemi allora di ribadire oggi la solidarietà della Chiesa.
Let me therefore reiterate today the Church's solidarity with journalists who are imprisoned for seeking and reporting the truth, while also asking for their release.
E con queste parole anche chiedere la liberazione di questi giornalisti incarcerati.
And with these words also ask for these imprisoned journalists' release.
La Chiesa riconosce in questi testimoni.
The Church recognizes in these witnesses, I'm thinking of those who report on war, even at the cost of their lives, the courage of those who defend dignity, justice, and the right of people to be informed, because only informed individuals can make free choices.
The
suffering of these imprisoned journalists challenges the conscience of nations and the international community, calling on all of us to safeguard the precious gift of free speech and of the press. Thank you, dear friends, for your service to the truth.
You
have been in Rome these past few weeks to report on the Church, her diversity, and at the same time her unity. You were present during the liturgies of Holy Week, and then reported on the sorrow felt after the death of Pope Francis. Which, nevertheless, took place in the light of Easter. That same Easter faith drew us into the spirit of the conclave, during which you worked long and tiring days. Yet even on this occasion, you managed to recount the beauty of Christ's love that unites and makes us one people, guided by the Good Shepherd. We are living in times that are both difficult to navigate and to recount. They present a challenge for all of us, but it is one that we should not run away from. On the contrary, they demand that each one of us, in our different roles and services, never give in to mediocrity. The Church must face the challenges posed by the times, In the same way, communication and journalism does not exist outside of time and history. St. Augustine reminds us of this when he said, "Let us live well, and the times will be good. We are the times." Thank you, therefore, for what you have done to move beyond the stereotypes and clichés through which we often interpret Christian life and the life of the Church itself. Thank you, because you have captured the essence of who we are and conveyed it to the whole world through every form of media possible. Today, one of the most important challenges is to promote communication that can bring us out of the Tower of Babel, in which we sometimes find ourselves, out of the confusion of loveless languages that are often ideological or partisan. Therefore, your service, with the words you use and the style you adopt, is crucial. As you know, communication is not only the transmission of information, but it is also the creation of a culture, of human and digital environments that become spaces for dialogue and discussion. In looking at how technology is developing, this mission becomes ever more necessary. I'm thinking in particular of artificial intelligence, with its immense potential, which nevertheless requires responsibility and discernment, in order to ensure that it can be used for the good of all, so that it can benefit all of humanity. This responsibility concerns everyone in proportion to his or her age and role in society. Dear friends, we will get to know each other better over time. We have experienced, we can say together, truly special days. We have shared them through every form of media, TV, radio, internet, and social media. I sincerely hope that each of us can say that these days unveiled a little bit of the mystery of our humanity and left us with a desire for love and peace. For this reason, I repeat to you today the invitation made by Pope Francis in his message for this year's World Day of Social Communications. Let us disarm communication of all prejudice and resentment, fanaticism, and even hatred. Let us free it from aggression. We do not need loud, forceful communication, but rather communication that is capable of listening and of gathering the voices of the weak who have no voice. Let us disarm words. Let us disarm words, and we will help to disarm the world. Disarmed and disarming communication allows us to share a different view of the world and to act in a manner consistent with our human dignity. You are at the forefront of reporting on conflicts and aspirations for peace, on situations of injustice and poverty, and on the silent work of so many people striving to create a better world. For this reason, I ask you to choose consciously and courageously the path of communication in favor of peace. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Dominus vobiscum. Sit nomen Domini benedictum. Adiutorium nostrum in nomine Domini. benedicat vos omnipotens Deus, Pater et Filius et Spiritus Sanctus. Amen. Tante grazie.
Thank you very much, said Pope Leo XIV after he offered his apostolic blessing